What's up, you guys? Interestingly enough, BitTorrent's Redenomination along with Tron have started to build that new internet that they were talking about, and I'm going to show you throughout this video how the evidence is in plain sight and many do not see the writing on the wall. Before we do that, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you very, very much. If you're new and you don't want to miss insights that could potentially make you a lot of money in the crypto sphere, not investment advice, just my opinion, but I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss the videos. Hit the bell so you don't. It also helps the channel out tremendously. Smash that subscribe button, hit the like button for the algorithm. And now I'm going to do something I do often. I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's look at some prices and what's going on. All right, so we got Tron sitting nicely at 0.06. The interesting thing is it hasn't lost too much ground since the market started to go crazy in the past month and a half. And we're soon going to get to what I was talking about before as I opened the video about how the new internet is being built by BitTorrent and Tron and why I believe this is going to take prices to the Northern Star, because when this all started, they were talking about how they're going to build a new internet and how they're going to deliver something that's never been seen before. And like I said, I'm going to go through the evidence with you here soon. All right, so I don't know why, but lately there's been a lot of confusion with people with BTT and BTT old. So I'm going to also now screen share. We're going to go and check out the prices of BTT and BTT old. Here we go now. Guys, so we got BTT, so we got 0.000002 and we got BTT old at 0.001765. You guys, this is only a matter of time, and I'm going to get into this as I was saying a second ago. It's so obvious what's going on, and if people would just actually stay positive and look around, they'd be amazed at what's about to appear, and I'm going to get to that in about, I'd say, the next 20 seconds. Just want to cover a couple more prices with you. Next, we're going to fly over to CoinDesk, see what BTC, not BTC, but rather what Bitcoin's up to. BTC, Bitcoin, Bitcoin, BTC. Yes, not BTT or RESPCT. Anyways, we're going to see what BTC is up to, see what the rest of the crypto sphere is, the important popular cryptocurrencies, what their prices are, and then I'm going to get into the meat and potatoes of this video that I think is going to make you very, very happy. Because as I was checking it out myself and mapping out what I already think, I really enjoyed the process. I think you're going to see what I'm talking about. All right, you guys. So we got a BTC Bitcoin at $41,161.88. We got Ethereum sitting at $2,795.55. We got XRP at 75 cents and 0.7. We got a Terra Luna at $85, just switched. We got a 96.18 for Solana, 79.87 for Avalanche. We got Cardano at 92 cents, and we got Polkadot at $17.62, which is pretty darn feisty if you ask me. So a lot of people don't even realize this. Justin Sun was about 11 years old when BitTorrent came to fruition, and it was a guy by the name of Bram Cohen in 2001 that gave birth. And I want to show you a couple things that most people don't even bother to look up, and I think that you're going to find it very important to just take a look at, zoom in on, and think a little bit about. I always share my sources. Here we got history-computer. BitTorrent was a protocol created by Bram Cohen in 2001 to share large computer files over the internet. Cohen was frustrated by the long wait times to download large files on the existing peer-to-peer sphere. We got Justin Sun, born 1990. So he was 10 or 11 years old, depending on when this actually happened and what month it was in 2001. Now, what I'm going to get into now is the age of the actual internet itself and how the sequence of events connect the dots with what I'm trying to get across to you during this video, which is some very important timelines and insights in terms of how Tron and BitTorrent are actually about to deliver on what they've been promising now, and Justin Sun has been for several years. In 1971, email came to fruition. Email was first developed in 1971. Think of email as the blockchain. Think of email as Satoshi. Now, this is all going to connect to how Tron is about to deliver, and how BitTorrent is doing same in terms of building its new internet, Web 3.0, and why the prices are going to go to the Northern Star. So again, just remember this. Think of email as the blockchain. So we have Ray Tomlinson, real name, right? Creator of email. We have Satoshi, blockchain, BTC, creator of Bitcoin, not real name, pseudonym for all we know. Yes, it's not a real name. So I'm bringing up these comparisons in time because I just want to show you and guide you towards where I'm going and how I look at what I'm getting across to you very, very soon. Let's keep going. So huffy puffy when prices don't do what we want them to do. Now, 1971 is the start of a project, Project Gutenberg, and they're talking here about ebooks and ebook formats. I believe ebooks were training us to basically get used to apps. In other words, things being done electronically in one place that focus in on specific topics, which are apps, which are dApps. What in heaven's name am I talking about? Well, I think the past few years we've been in the 70s, 1971, 70s of the actual internet, but the 70s relatively for cryptocurrency. In other words, it's early stages. Now, we're about to get out of the 70s and we're about to go beyond this. And here's where things are going to start to get interesting and where that Web 3.0 build out I'm talking about is going to come to fruition. We're coming closer. Here it comes. There was something called the bulletin board system, and what's very, very amusing to me is the chat boards and things like the Discord app, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. This is something, this bulletin board system has survived for decades, and even as the technology has improved, it is always a constant catalyst for helping things get to the next level. Tron and BitTorrent are about to leverage this as well. So Tron and BitTorrent have been talking about what? They've been talking about a hackathon. They've been talking about building community. They've recently opened up a Discord, which I'm going to show you very, very soon. And they're pushing fast and furious into congregating that new Web 3.0, that new version of the internet. And a new version of the internet starts with pushing congregation of people, internet traffic, right? Let's get into some more. Article from 2018, October 2018, Tron's Project Atlas aims high with plans to usher in a new internet. And you guys remember, as project names change, or some hang in, some don't, it's about the goal. It's about not the project names themselves. It's about the goal. And they've been talking about this Web 3.0 and a revolution in motion. And the acquisition of BitTorrent put Tron at the front of the train. People always say, you know, are they one and the same? Should we look at them as being one and the same? Of course they're one and the same. Are you in there? They've been one and the same from the beginning. That's the whole point. The whole thing is about connecting the dots when it comes to the internet, when it comes about cryptocurrencies, when it comes to price points, all these things. It's the smoke and mirror projects that do not last, or they moon quickly and then they get slapped back down. It's the gradual ascends that are going to become the new Amazons, the new Internet Explorer that no one barely uses anymore. A better example would be the new Chrome Google browser. So again, I'm getting into it and I'm connecting the dots for you as I see them, and I'm getting closer to the whole point of this entire video that I believe is going to make you even more confident, make you want to buy even more, not investment advice, just my opinion, of these two cryptocurrencies, because they are one of the few that are delivering what they've been promising for years, and they're going to it steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Remember this. Internet 1.0 was a set of static websites. We got Web 3.0. Let's skip. Should we skip? Why not? Web 3.0. Tron is a protocol-based protocol dedicated to creating a decentralized and free internet. This is a bold mission. The fact Tron is a non-profit organization is not incidental. The Tron Foundation's purpose is providing services to help humanity. Remember, like I said before, the names do not matter. It is the mission that matters and where the mission is going. So this is an old article, and they're talking about the vision for Project Atlas is ambitious. The Tron network will infuse the torrent ecosystem with storage and bandwidth, increasing the number of high availability and long torrent lifetimes. And while BitTorrent has always had an incentive model built in, users who upload faster can download more quickly with Tron's expertise. BitTorrent will now compensate users with TreeRx tokens for participating and contributing. Now, remember, it takes time to piece all this together. What are they doing? The Tron and BitTorrent Grand Hackathon that I've been talking about, what they're doing is this is one of the final pushes, hard pushes, to build community, confidence, strength, and introduce a place that makes things even more interesting, more supportive, more exciting for the great minds out there that be the young engineers that are going to build out and make BitTorrent bulletproof along with Tron and leverage everything, nodes included, that have been built out throughout this whole long period of frustrating time that you've all been waiting for and that I've been waiting for. Things from here and forward because of the redenomination, because it in itself, although looked like a low point, was a catalyst to getting to this point where all the ducks are going to fall in a row and BitTorrent is going to become more interesting, the king of NFTs, and be built out to be interesting for people to use cheap NFTs that are interesting but yet appeal to everyone. It will become the Amazon of NFTs, and CoinBurn will be involved with all the variations of BTT, which is why there are large floats, because what the technology looks like today and the way that it works now is not necessarily the best of what's going to happen tomorrow. Thus, 1970, the year 2000, the big gaps, the big jumps, technological jumps that happened not over decades to your eye view and to my eye view, but happen over a period of short years, usually a concentrated 10-year period from the crash of the dot-com to the ascend that everything eventually did make. So what am I getting on about? What am I trying to say here? Technology now is more complicated. The blockchain is more complicated than the internet ever was. But because the internet has built the stage, the blockchain, although more complicated, will be able to progress much more quickly. We are, comparatively speaking, in my opinion, it's about 1995 right now in internet times. It is not 2022 yet. Crypto is still in diapers. But you guys have a front seat to two of the biggest winners, Tron and BitTorrent. Discord is already very, very popular, and what Tron has done, you could see here, Tron DAO Hackathon. You could go find this group in Discord, you could join it, and basically they've gotten wise because they're going to leverage Discord to further build out the community better and faster without having to build out their own type of chat that's as internet sticky and popular as this. And from here, there is going to be a big wave that encourages the progression, the tech progression, the engineering progression. It's going to be a gathering place for talent, along with the hackathon, and it is definitely going to take BitTorrent and Tron to the mainstream, and I believe NFTs will be at the lead, and this will help all of us achieve what we've all been waiting for a very, very long time. Starting to push hard on the momentum. They're starting to push hard on getting things done. And this signals to me that internally, they're in a better place than they've ever been, technologically speaking, to allow the Tron and BitTorrent ecosystem to do what we've all been waiting for it to do. And that's why the headlines are being pushed out faster. That's why you have NASDAQ talking. That's why you have online publications with big brand names starting to talk about Tron and BitTorrent and comparing them to things like Solana, Mana, and other things. So I wanted to share this with you all and just make you realize that the timelines mean something and history repeats itself. And if we take a close look at the internet, where it was, where it's been, compared to where cryptocurrency was, where it is, and where it's going, add this to Tron and BitTorrent, we got a happy story. Hope this finds you as usual healthy, happy. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.